Disruption Tactics was revamped and now has the Commissar, which is a very nice unit which allows you friendly infantry to heal around him and anti-tank abilities. And before we'll keep going through the commands before the match loads in proper. Let me just switch over to the replay scene, like so. And here we go. Let's have a look here. So the match has we got over a minute or so to wait. So what else do we have here? So we'll look at the other two boys on the other team. So Sassy Badger. Oh, I'm getting a bit of lag here trying to move the map around. We've got, okay, again, another Crocodile Commander. We have Sextons here, so they got indirect fire, and again, more land mattresses. And then, again, guards, and the rifle disruption tactics. And then we've got the two over here. Okay, so let's look over to the Axis side, which we have so Gabbo has himself the Jaeger Armor Doctrine, a very good commander for team games. There's the Elephant later on in the spotting scopes. We've got the Spearhead Doctrine, the Mortar Half-Track. Could be very good against dealing with the emplacement spam, which we're going to see a little bit of in this 4v4 tournament, if I'm to be honest with you guys. So we also have the Tiger. Again, Storm Doctrine, not a bad commander choice either. Ambush Training is a very good ability, and the LEFH with the Stuka Bombing Strike, which is going to be very handy later on to be able to drop artillery. Drop a bomb and destroy enemy artillery. We have Oni Musha, who is playing as the OKW forces. He has the standard Special Operations Doctrine, the Command Panther, very good unit. STG upgrades for Obers, Infiltration Tactics allows his infantry to lob a lot of nades. Artillery Flares, in conjunction with, for instance, the Stuka Bombing Strike, which could be very handy, as that will provide recon for that ability. Then we've got Fortifications Doctrine, so maybe see the Pact 43, LEFH again. And over here we have Breakthrough Tactics. So both players here having a commander with a long-range tank destroyer, one being the Elephant, the other over here being the Jagdtiger. And also Panzer Fusiliers is a very good unit. Yet Panzer Fusiliers could drop flares in the sky to provide range and vision for the Jagdtiger. Hopefully we'll see that in the game. Let's switch over to the other two players on the Axis side. We have German Mechanized. Again, a good all-round commander. Spotting scopes with 222s, give you extra range, extra vision, sorry. LEFH again, very good artillery piece. Though I wouldn't recommend on big team games like this. If these teams have practiced, every one of those players should have at least one person dedicated to having a recon ability and one person with an off-map artillery strike to be able to take out any on-map howitzers and artillery pieces like the LEFH and the ML20. We've got the command tank, the Panzer IV, as well with that commander. Again, another Jaeger armor doctrine. So we've got two players here now on the Axis team that has the same commander choice, which is quite nice because they're both it's just, even if both people go for that command, it's still really good because it gives recon and the Stuka Bombing Strike. And then Storm Doctrine as well. So both people got two of the same commanders. And then moving on to Aegon the First, we have Special Operations Doctrine again, as we said, again the Fortifications Doctrine and the Breakthrough Doctrine. Jagdtiger as well. Have they both got... Actually, look, the OKW players have exactly the same commander choices. And the only difference between both is the Ostia players. One has Spearhead and the other one has the German Mechanized. So it looks like we're going to see a couple of duplicate commanders here. So let's see if we can play the game now. It is going to go underway. Let's turn Fog of War off, have a sip of this tea. And we will begin our first match of today. Hey, Manic, thanks, dude. Right. That's no teacup, it's a mug. It is a mug and a half. I need another sip, I need it. Okay, let's just have a quick, before we start, we can have a look on the top. So we've got the British guy over here on the left, Soviets in the middle, with another British guy and the USF on the right, bottom side, Ostia OKW, Ostia OKW. Begin. And pause the music over here. Here we go. And 2 seconds, I'm just going to put on the in-game audio, just for added effect, because we never do that. Right, so we see tier 2 coming out from our Soviet player over here. Followed up with some conscripts. Standard tier 1 builds here, nothing exciting, no like cheeky Stroop and start, that kind of thing, as we know, because they haven't got that commander. Any Kuba wagons coming out from the Axis? Oh, we do. We do see one Kuba wagon here from Aegon. What, maybe one over here? No, not yet. Looks like he's going to straight for a second Volksgrenadier squad. Just going to be paying attention to how quickly our players over here decide to build these units once they reach the amount of resources required to, because it shows them if they're sharp or not. And how good, you know, a player might be, depending on how much resource they float before they buy the next unit. So I'm going to be paying attention to that at the start of the game. Okay, so we've got a push over here. So it looks like both these allies players, we have Mr. Sassy Badger as well as Black Zero, are both going to be pushing over to the left-hand side. But we do see some Stern Pioneers rushing for the... they decided to go for the VP, but then they changed target. But they're rushing the cover here. And all this infantry section needs to be careful. Doesn't want to get in close range with this squad. Otherwise, they'll be in trouble. Oh, I don't know if he spotted it. This could be a nice little ambush here from Arnie Musha. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, we see a long-range engagement between some Stern Pioneers. This is a very good engagement for these infantry sections because they do best at long range, whereas Stern Pioneers do not do much damage at all at range. MG setting up here from Sassy Badger. With that MG support, you should be able to push that back. But we do see an Axis MG as well setting up, so it would seem that the Axis will be able to take control of that VP. That field point for a moment. Axis have done a good job here by putting up some green cover, which allows them to try and keep control of this point a little bit easier. Kuba wagon making a move in the middle, grabbing the munitions there. And we do see a mortar coming in as well. And machine guns setting up on the flank here to stop those Reshmons from flanking in. But this is a good move from the Allies, getting close now, pushing up. Since these Volksgrenadiers were focusing on the infantry section, these rifles didn't take much damage at all, so they are going to murder those Volksgrenadiers. Probably should retreat them just back. I don't know why he's trying to backpedal with his forces here. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we do see a Bren gunner carrier out, and machine gunner and the Vickers has been pushed up to the cover here. Actually, only 2 members are benefiting from that cover, by the way, for those who don't know. And a mortar here is going to turn the tide of this engagement into the Allies when this mortar bombards his machine gun. But good play here from Gabo, repositioning his MG once he notices getting under fire. Switching back over to the right-hand side, we do see that the American player is in full retreat of his forces here, running into this machine gun once more. And we do see the VP in the middle getting taken over by the Allies, but both munitions points are in favour of the Axis, not looking too good at the moment. Kuba wagon gets a nice little flank off on that Vickers and forces it back. Also starting to chew into this mortar now. Taking down a model over there. Vickers taking a little bit of damage here. He's going to have to pull back. Double mortar now from our Soviet player, Black Zero. I'm not sure that might not be the best of ideas that early into the game, because that limits his amount of, pure infantry combat ability. But it does look like this is... Oh, and a nice mortar round landing directly on the face of that Vickers crew. He's going to force it back. Here comes some Grenadiers with a flanking. Oh, they might even be able to decrew it. He needs to retreat. It's a bit late on this retreat. That MG should be able to get, even if it gets decrewed, there's sappers there to recrew it, so it shouldn't be too bad. Those mortars actually helping out, finally forcing back the machine guns, so the Allies might actually be able to grab this left-hand side back. Well, this is nice. We do see some medical supplies being dropped down by Omni Musha, so he can stay on the field, so he hasn't got to retreat back. We do see a Bren gun being upgraded with the Vickers K, I believe. Just double checking there. Medical truck going down on the right-hand side. That's a good position there. He didn't retreat these troops back, which I guess is good because now he can reinforce. He hasn't got to wait for those troops to come back out of base. He probably should put down some meds here for his troops. He can afford it. Oh, we do see an infantry section going down to a combination of a mortar round and the Kuba wagon. Although we do see a machine gun being stolen by the Allies in return, so tit for tat over here. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, Axis still have control on the left. Allies need to make a play for a VP and a fuel point very soon, because they're going to be out-teched shortly. We do see mechanized going up over here on the left-hand side. Flamethrowers burning. Those riflemen are going to force them back. That Bren gun carrier needs to be careful though. It's low health. Hopefully the American player nearby could use his rare echelons and repair that. That'll be some good teamwork there. Oh, I think there's a mistake vault there. He vaulted over the wrong side of the cover. Nice use of healing there, getting his troops healed up before pushing back into the fight, repairing his his Vickers. I would advise moving the mortars away from each other. He's got them both sitting on top of each other, so that's not too good. But this Axis mortar over here is doing some serious work. He's already got 5 kills. He's forced back the Vickers already, and he's now forced back another conscript. Verishlon tried, he does get the decap up, but is forced back. See what the Allies are doing. Back at base, we've got healing up now from our American player. It's quite nice teamwork here. He's got his ambulance right next to his allies' HQ as well, so they can benefit from healing if needed. We do see, though, a bit of a lack of micro here from Sassy Badger. Got a couple of units just sitting around in base when they could be going towards the front line. Let's just see if this is the same happening over here. Yeah, we do see Omni Musha could be healing his troops and reinforcing them. So... and we do see tier 2 going, both tier 2s are going up over here. I wonder see what Dub Daddy's going to go for. He's got enough resources to go straight for a flamethrower hard trick if he decides to do so. Allies are finally getting close enough to be able to decap the fuel, but he's getting too close with the Bren gun, and he's going to get Rakettened, and along with a Faust. Ooh, I think because that Bren gun was on prioritized fire on that, so when the Coup Wagon reversed away, the Bren gun carrier kept chasing it. As a shame, as a big mistake there. Oof. 2 infantry models drop instantly over there on the left-hand side. Oh, we do see a rifleman block pushing over here. These pioneers need to retreat now. They potentially could get wiped here if all these rifles keep chasing. I think they're going to get away now. I didn't decide to give chase. We do see the ambulance being pushed up, though. Looks like the Allies are finally getting some traction in this game. Possibly going to decap this. Oh, here comes some grenadiers to stop that. We do see, though, anti-tank guns have been made in preparation for this. They have realised that they haven't got good fuel control and have prepared for an advance. Got 2 anti-tank guns already. I wouldn't recommend that many this early just yet. Maybe 1 and then a second one once you see the next vehicle. But mind you, having 2 at once will enable them to instantly kill a vehicle, a light vehicle, when it would just show up. That being a half-track or a 222. Not a Panzer. I believe a Panzer II takes 3 shots from an anti-tank gun to go down. You see some mortar smoke being used here to make sure that MG can't see clearly, but good play from Dub Daddy repositioning his machine gun. And easily getting nice good suppression shots in again here. We've got an LEIG now firing. Double LEIG. It's quite nice over here. Meanwhile on the left hand side, Sniper is opening up quite too close to the action here. Oh, rifle raid coming in from the Grenadiers, bringing them down quite low. The Volks need to pull back. Machine gun over here will stop. He needs to reload though. But the LMG Grens are too busy focusing the mortar crew for some reason. Oh, we do see a Stuka. This is actually a good blow considering all these support weapons here. Here we go. This is going to be deadly. He's not repositioning. Oh, a bit too late here. This is going to hurt. Actually, I thought that would do a bit more damage. He could have landed this way and hit them, but he actually didn't wipe anything. Just going to force back a couple of guys. That was a bit of a disappointing Stuka prize, to be honest. Thought we'd done better. Oh well. A bit close. That sniper, though, just managing to get away from that as well. If he got the sniper, that would have been worth it, but he managed to bring that sniper just by enough. Hello, Rich Story. Hope you're having a good day, mate. We see Raketten creeping up in cloak. He wants to see if he can get the mortar half-track here. But yeah, the Allies are seriously struggling here. We do see another med truck going up on the left-hand side. That's good. Nice forward positioning of the med trucks. I like to see that. Oh, we do see a Volk squad going down. They're a bit too aggressive there. Nice shot from the sniper. I don't think he'll get the final shot in because the sniper takes forever to fire. Anyone on the right-hand side? Oh, the mortar half-track does go down to that sneaky... Raketten play, well done there. Machine gun though setting up to provide cover for the retreating troops. Let's have a look over here. Got Pat gun and mortar. I like this defensive positioning in terms of like the amount of diversity of their units they have. But I don't like the fact that they're all on top of each other. They need to be, I would advise anyone that's watching always separate your units, because if they decide to RT this point, instead of one unit getting hit, all of your units are getting hit, so try and position your units and separate them as much as you can do. But yeah, Axis have had full control of fuel pretty much the entire game. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Tier 3 coming up anytime soon. Yeah, we do. We see Tier 3. As soon as I say that, Tier 3 is being constructed in the base of the Axis over here. I like it's got cover down. MG's behind the cover, making sure to lock down that fuel point. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, we do see a commander choice over here by James, who has gone for Tank Hunter's infantry section. As American players we've seen, because he's got the mortar half track. Let's have a look. Anyone else? Sassy Badge has gone for the Vanguard deployment. Stuka's opening up again on the left-hand side. Oh, going to get some nice shots in. Oh, immediately wipes a engineer and almost completely kills that Maxim crew. Good Stuka barrage there. Every time the Stuka gets at least a wipe, it's worth it. Oh, he's got his sniper on cloak there. Is he expecting an enemy sniper, or is he just using it for recon? I'm not sure. He's going to keep backpedaling it here, which is good. Oh, some good Soviet mortars coming in here. Just going to push those Grens back. Meanwhile, the Allies on the right-hand side have decided to opt for a centre push instead, which is a good idea, I think. They've noticed that they can't break through on the right-hand side, so they're repositioning elsewhere. So if they manage to combine their forces and come around the left-hand side and flank these Axis players, they will be able to get control of a fuel point finally. But he is going to run straight into a minefield, though, giving away his position. Should be always be pushing forward with sweepers. Here comes the sweepers now to clean that. It's also worth noting there is a telemine here, and he's putting another one down there, so he's getting his flank safe. Making sure it's safe against vehicle pushes, but not against infantry pushes. If an infantry push was to come around here, they've got nothing to stop it because the machine gun's facing the opposite way. But over here, the Axis players on the right side have noticed this now, and they're bringing their forces over to the left to stop the Allies pushing in through the middle. Allies have finally neutralised the fuel point on the left-hand side, and we've got mortars now firing on this machine gun. Lots of Grens pushing in here. Bundle grenade going in by the Panzer Grenadiers, but easily dodged. Oh, he almost had a Stern Pioneer go down then. Oh, unlucky not to get that. We do see some SDG Volksgrenadiers. That means the special operation doctrine has been selected. And we have some Stern Pioneers coming in with a cheeky flank. We also see a mortar pit. As soon as it got built, Double League is instantly countering that. As you can see there, they're just constantly bombarding it from range. It's almost dead already. Just to prove my point that the LEIG is the best. And in a beautiful spot then to finish that. So that mortar pit did not do anything. Got no worth out of that at all. We do see an SU-76 here. And what's this coming onto the field? A Panzer IV with an interesting skin, actually. We've got to retreat those. Infantry section is going to get pushed back. Here comes another Stuka barrage. It's going to be landing across this. I'm probably going to aim for the mortars here, and it will do. Ouch! Good barrage there. But then, like I say, he had both mortars together, so they both got hit. He didn't separate them, so that's his own fault there. Oh, looks like an LEIG has been caught off guard, and it's getting destroyed by LMG riflemen. But now it looks like the map is more swinging to the way of the Allies. Well, the Stuka barrage comes in now. That doesn't seem to do anything though. Or possibly decrewing this anti-tank gun here, but I'm pretty sure I could just instantly recrew it. This landing glide is providing the Allies a good point. Oh, he's just popped an ability here. He's popped on Officer Charge, and then he's decided to pull back. So he's allowed that the Allies can reinforce around this area here. It'd be nice if they brought up a med truck here to heal up the boys. Like this, you know, the Allied player over here would bring another med truck because a lot of these guys are very wounded. Got a pack here. SU-76 needs to be very careful. He's got a pack and a Raketin moving up. Good play here by using the Raketin to move up the cap, so he won't be able to get suppressed by the machine gun. But he needs to be careful because there is a Vanguard air landing officer there. Flare going off by the Axis here. From Aegon. Aegon's popping a flare in the sky. Let's put on fog of war so we can see what they can see. So they can see all this Allies' armour and anti-tank guns and support weapons and infantry. So now they're able to flank this appropriately. We have an Oswin, we have a Panther. So they could just potentially dive in here. But the Allies have noticed this and they're trying to pull back their anti-tank guns and reposition slightly. quiet actually. No, not much action happening over here on the moment, but I feel like the Axis are just gearing up to do a big assault here. They've got their vehicles here. Allies have got no idea that the Oswin and Panthers on the field at the moment. And now we see another truck coming out. Double Stuka, second Stuka's firing again. He has dropped another flare in the sky, so they do see this area over here. They're going to be landing over here. Not doing too much damage there, only killing 3 models of their air landing officer. Something else just died then, I believe, because the Scottish sniper just said so, so I'm pretty sure something just went down there. We were in the middle. Grenades going flying off, but totally missing. Oh, a cheeky bundle grenade over the top. Easily dodged, though, by Longshanks. SU-76 firing on the machine gun over there, or rather the mortar. Vet 3 now, this mortar. Oswin now finally showing itself, and the Panther, so the Allies know what's in store for them. If you have a good mine position here on the flank route, maybe one here would be good as well. Man, these Allies though, I feel like the Allies are in, you know, because the Axis have got superior indirect fire. I'm really worried about the Allies' support weapons over here. All that's needed is a couple of good barrages to decrew both anti-tankers and rush in with the armor, and the Allies are completely, you know, will have to capitulate. Oh, a good, again, another good bundle grenade on that machine gun, completely killing it and destroying the weapon crew as well. Here comes the Oswin as well. The smoke here has provided good cover for these Obers. Well, they're both right next to each other, these sappers and Obers. I think, oh, they see each other now. They're going to open up. Oh, another bundle. Oh, here comes infiltration grenades. But there was a machine gun over here. Oh, look at all these machine guns over here by Longshanks. I'm not sure about that. That's a waste of resources, in my opinion. They're going to easily get destroyed. Using the commanders to cap in camo, very nice. Here comes the Panther from the left, where the anti-tank gun's at. SU-76 is slightly out of position. But as things stand, I think the Axis are in prime position to take this game, I think, at the moment. Also, Axis can now flank through this angle here if they would like to. The Stukas have blown that hedgerow up. Commanders have now been revealed, though they're in a decent spot to do some damage. Oh, the Panzer IV in conjunction with the Pack has killed the SU-76. Another Stuka barrage coming in there, doing a nice lot of damage then. Going to be forcing back the Soviet player pretty much on that side. Meanwhile, in the middle, lots of infantry getting healed up. Where is the Allied armor? Okay, we finally have a Firefly coming out. That could be useful in the middle against all this Axis armor. We're getting sneaking forward, maybe looking to find the ambulance, or just providing recon. Either way, it's a good play. But he does need to be careful. He doesn't want to get too far extended. Stuka is ready. I like he keeps rotating in these Stukas. Notice that he keeps putting back his Stukas to a safe spot after firing them. Very nice play from there. It's about to fire again. Probably he knows about this this forward HQ, so he's probably going to bombard that now, I'd imagine. No, he's going to go and bombard down here. Oh, that was fairly decent. Does decrew the anti-tank gun. Oh, and a more decrews the Vickers. Now it's a prime time to push in on the left-hand side with armor, considering that they only have one anti-tank gun. Oh, the Firefly's there now, so maybe not. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, Allies might try and see if they can make a little push on the right-hand side. There is a LEIG that's a little bit overextended here. There is a... Now, we now see a Sturmgeschütz. He's out on the field. Not sure why he's made this late into the game. You know, he should have been able to go... I mean, Dub Daddy's got plenty of fuel in the bank here. Should have probably gotten go for Brumbar instead here, in my opinion. Maybe he wants the Sturm to take out these things over here, the bunkers. Those grenades completely miss. And their rifle going to be forced back easily, because those Overs have got support of an Oswins. Panzer IV's taking a bit of a beating, probably due to that Firefly. Sniper opening up on those Volks. Being on the right. Oh, look, there goes. It has been revealed due to the retreating rifleman. He's going to have to pull that back. That Vickers is opening up on that thing. He's not noticed. That's going to be a nice steal for the Allies to grab a Rakettenwerfer. And looks like it's just going to get away. Another Stuka round coming in. Oh, both mortars going down. Not good. Here comes a Molotov. Do you see a decrewed Raketten? That's what I'm saying though. By having both mortars together, both getting killed by one artillery. Oh, we do see a sexton. No, is that a priest? That's a priest, sorry. Priest is out in the field. We do see another Firefly with tulip rockets this one. Definitely what the Allies needed. Oh, we do see a third Stuka here. Going to be landing probably over here. They have seen this with flares, so this is probably going to land very juicily. Oh, first shot. Nails the squad. That is a very good Stuka barrage. Taking out the ambulance and the anti-tank gun and doing some serious damage to a mortar. Very good Stuka barrage. I don't know why he has all his units all clumped up. That's what's going to happen. Rumbar's now out in the field, but that Firefly's got something to say about it. Anti-tank gun's been decrewed, but I think we might have... Oh, an anti-tank gun bug. No, it blew itself up. I think they fixed that bug. Looked like it was going to be a bug then for a second, but then it fixed itself. All commandos. Lobbing a cheeky gammon bomb. Oh, that could have been a wipe then. Here comes another Stuka barrage. The Allies need to do something about these Stukas, because they will just keep easing away at the Allied army. Now look, another anti-tank gun getting completely destroyed. So they've only got this weak Firefly as AT on this left-hand side. Allies need to send around a cheap Cromwell or something to ground the back of the lines to take out these Stukas. I'm pretty sure that they went this way around the map with one of their vehicles, round the side, down this road, round the back. They could take both these Stukas out, but they're probably not going to do that, I'm afraid. We see an Axis mortar getting decrewed there. Incoming infiltration grenades. Going to be forcing back that rifle squad. Rumbar now fully repaired. Going to be chasing off those guards. Double commandos. I don't agree with double commandos, I'm afraid, because that's really expensive on the manpower. When the Allies desperately need AT and they go for double commandos, so you have to question their thought process, I'm afraid. We do see a Katusha out. Maybe a Katusha shot against the Stukas might be what the Allies needed. But here come both commandos, running forward. Decent gammon bomb, but the Rumbar is just going to keep eating away at these. Oof. Allies trying to get the VP on the right-hand side, but there are machine guns over here to lock this down. They're probably going to get pinned before they get the cap off, in my opinion, here. Yeah. Oh, both anti-tank guns here have been spotted, and there's nothing to stop them. Oh, there is a Vickers there, but I think one of them are going to get decrewed at least here. That Panther should move into position and try and destroy it. Get rid of that anti-tank gun. When you see a plane in the air, what is this ability being used currently? It is just recon, so he's providing recon for the Katusha, which is firing... He was trying to fire on these Stukas, but it looks like he will wipe the pack gun, which is nice. So good attempt there. He's going to be pushing up the Firefly. Double gammon bomb coming in again. He's not really landing the gammon bombs that correctly, I'm afraid. And is that another dead ambulance again? From another Stuka bomb? Oh, dude. Ouch. Well, that recon is providing vision for that Firefly to keep hitting this Panther. Though I would target this anti-tank gun so they could recruit it. Probably could use the sniper as recon as well here. What's he doing? Is he going to try and steal that pack gun? Not a good idea. And also, I've just noticed this Rakettenwerfer has been recruited by stern pioneers. Meanwhile, Firefly tangoing with a Stug. But the Stug has got pack support and a Panther's rushing in as well. This Firefly needs to be careful. There isn't any tank gun there to provide support. He has just used tulip rockets, so we can't use that. Here on the left-hand side, commandos getting again destroyed. Here comes a Stuka. Stuka's going to fire again. Very close. The Firefly might move in and take a shot here. He notices it, so he cancels mid-barrage to pull back. Oh, the sniper! Oh, almost goes down then. Raketten opening up on the Firefly, but that Raketten's going to have to pull back because two guards are going to be firing on it. These guards don't appear to have the upgrades though, so this Rakettenwerfer isn't going to die as fast as we might have thought. And it looks like we do have some on-map howitzer in the form of an LEFH, which is in a fairly good spot. Behind a shot block, incoming another Stuka. Oh my god, that sniper! He's got to count his 9 lives, dude. There's 2 Stuka bombs on top of his face, and he's survived with a slither of health. He needs to pull that back now. Not sure why he hasn't recruited the maximum. That's been decrewed for a while. But again, here comes the Stuka barrage. Oh, a sapper squad gets immediately wiped there. That sucks. But be careful with that Katusha. Might get blown up as well. Meanwhile, bundle grenade coming in again on the rifleman. Ooh, they take some damage. They have to pull back. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, we have a Centaur possibly going down. It probably will go down here to the pack and the Panther. Oh, the pack misses, but the Panther uses attack ground and kills it.
The enemy destroyed a vehicle.
Allies are using recon once more on the left-hand side to try and see if we can spot. We do see a King Tiger on the field now. And that Stuka is veteran C4. There's also an LMG on the ground there. That would be nice to pick up. It's also worth knowing that as soon as one of these half-tricks gets veteran C2, their recharge time is very short. Oh, but that Skatusha's doing quite well. What's that? That's a plane that just crashes there. Stern plane is going to pull back just in time. Firefighter though should be able to keep pounding away at this King Tiger and get some veterancy from doing that if he plays his cards right here. He does have double Firefly, which is the right call. Unfortunately, he's bouncing. Here comes another Stuka barrage, going to be landing directly on this army here. Oh, again! Just slightly off. Not getting any kills, but it's just a matter of time, to be honest, I think. He's now repositioned his Medtruck and his Major's back slightly because he knows he keeps getting bombed. Section's about to recharge. Katusha's now veteran C2. Allies are on there. Last lives. He's popping the repair abilities from his commander. Oh, I don't know why the Axis on the right-hand side seems to be content with just playing around here. They should be finishing the game off and rushing down here. They can do it. I mean, look at all their army they have here.
The ability is ready for you.
Now Stuka barrage coming in again. Doesn't seem to kill much then. Again, I don't know how he's not killed this. With all the Stuka barrage going up, I don't know how that is still somehow alive. Oh, we have a good stun here. We have both 3 Fireflies on 1 King Tiger. And a Jackson as well. King Tiger needs to be careful. Decides to focus on this poor Oswind, which is probably going to go down. Oh, it does get damage engine and will die. Oh, we do see a Stuka bomb strike. It's going to be coming down on these Fireflies. Is he going to dodge it? Ooh, those commandos bite the dust though. And in comes another Stuka round. Oh my god. Blowing up the mine there as well, I believe. Axis need to be bringing up their anti-tank guns here to save their armour. Panther, oh, here comes double Panther though from the side. One more shot needed to kill that Firefly. He does get around the hedge in the nick of time. Sappers here, ready to get anti-tank grenades off. Will they get them off? Well, he can't afford it. He's used all his munitions up. Where's the American play? He's coming in. We do have one Panther. One Command Panther has been damaged. Listen, I would like to see these 2 Fireflies coming down through here and assist this engagement right now. No, he's going to focus on the Panzer von Command tank. Axis need to be careful. They they just need to contain at the moment. As long as they don't lose any of their armor, they will win this game. Because they have triple VP control, and Allies is constantly losing stuff to their indirect fire, to the Stuka fire. There's a bomb coming in there. Stuka, smoke bomb to stop the anti-tank gun firing on their armor. There's Stuka barrage coming in here. Firefly getting very low health. Katusha's firing off on the left-hand side. I think he was trying to get the repairing dudes here, but it looks like he might just be able to do some damage to that MG instead. Not great Katusha's there. Does Longshanks realise he can jump out his vehicle crew and repair his Jackson? No. 70 points left. He's calling in another glider, but here comes another Stuka barrage. I think that Stuka is on the veteran C4. Where's it going to land? Oh, it hits the Katusha and almost finishes off that Firefly. Good. And it gets veteran C5 because of it. Ooh, we could do the incendiary rockets now, potentially, if he fancies it. Oh, we have an elephant. This is an interesting camouflage pattern. Let's just zoom in here. Gosh, it's not too bad, to be honest. But here's good, elephants there to, with the pack gun. Look at this good use of combined arms. Infantry, pack guns, tanks, all moving up in unison. Stuka firing it again. Could be landing possibly over here. No, he's found the major retreat point again, but unfortunately he doesn't get the wipe there. Nice attempt. Machine gun has been flanked by those Volks. He needs to stop that flanking unit. They're going to easily clean up that glider, and it's going to blow into a million pieces possibly.
have destroyed a forward position.
So remind me, chat, to add on terrain after this game. I'm not sure, what's it called? Parkours and stuff, because I haven't got them on. I think I've got them on low at the moment. Can't afford to do tulip rockets, but he's using the Firefly fairly well. Stuka comes in here. Here comes a Panther command tank. Bad timing then of the Faust. You should have waited for the Panther to penetrate with the Faust first and then get the shot in. But the Allies have thrown in the towel. They know they can't win. So I believe this game was all down to the Axis ability to gain both fuel points at the start of the game and then capitalise by using superior indirect fire. These Stukas were doing incredibly well, decimating the Allied support weapon teams. Yeah, I feel like the guys on the right-hand side probably should have come over and try and do that flank when I noticed that they could have done a really good flank then, but instead they decided to keep their army just sitting around in the middle. Yeah. But that's game one, I believe, to this team. We'll call it Gabo. I don't know if any of these guys have team names, but it's the Axis team. Dub Daddy, Aegon the First, Gabo, and Omni Musha. Congratulations to you on winning your first match, or rather first game. Because I don't know if it's I'm pretty sure it's the bestest way, right, guys? Well, that was good. Right, 2 seconds, boys. I'm just going to... Let's just try that one more time. So I was on that scene, and then I switched over to this scene. No, it didn't work. 1 second. Come on, game. You know you can do it. There we go. That's what should have happened. So as we can see here, we can look at these statistics. So you can see Black Zero, 150 units lost, and it was a Sassy Badger as well. I mean, he was doing a bit better, but that's a big telltale sign of getting absolutely decimated. That indirect fire, this is purely those Stukas doing damage, pretty much. That's why he's got such a bad KD. Allies need to kill those Stukas off a lot sooner. Not once do they try and go around the back to try and take the Stukas out with a fast Cromwell or T-34. And I mean, they did try and use the Katyushas to bombard them, but they never got lucky. And if you want to do it right, you need to send a tank in to get the job done. But and then also James over here, only 33 kills and 92 losses, not very good at all, I'm afraid. Who was he? He was the guy that was trying to do stuff on the right, and he got his mortar pit, I believe, blown up by the League straight away. Yeah, no success there, I'm afraid. Axis players did play very well.